now that we've learned how to write a single prompt to AI, let's learn how to do threading or iteration. Iteration means going around in a circle. So that's a term that we use in computer programming. In this case, it means the back and forth communication between AI and myself. The goal is to help AI understand what we want, give us the answer that we want, a correct answer, and use the proper format. So a general tip is to start more broadly or simply and then iterate. In other words, have the back and forth communication to get more detail. And remember, AI gets confused so easily. And it hallucinates. It's trying to be helpful. That's a hallucination. I'm going to show you here in a second. I have an example for you. But let's do this first. Let me demonstrate for you the iteration. And you recall in the last video, we used Codebreaker and we asked information about to act as a community college teacher and give us 5 major advantages of using an AI platform. So that's where we were, and we got an answer. I'll review it for you, and then we're going to make a revision. Here we have, this is, let me have, I increased the zoom, so there it is. When I typed it on separate lines, when it went into AI, it all got bunched together because AI doesn't care. But that's for me. Remember, we talked about that. So here are the advantages, and we don't have to read them, or you can pause the video or whatever you want to do. So that's nice and it's good. Let me tell it now to please rewrite these at fifth grade level, reprint the entire list. And so what it should do now is rewrite it at a lower English level. You can see how it said my AI platform can change to fit, whereas before it said my app can adapt to each student's individual learning style. Okay. And so I can always give it feedback. So I said, this is a nice list, but I want to go back to the original list. Please, I'm going to be polite to AI. I'm polite to everybody. Are you kidding? And they have things programmed in for people who don't like to be polite, or I don't mess with it, but I suppose you could, but I'm always polite. I'm always polite. Okay, please increase the list from 5 advantages to 10. Reprint the entire list. Now, while it's doing that, 1, 2, 3 seconds, there are certain verbs that it knows somebody's taught it how to work with those verbs. And there's a list online if you want to go look it up. But here, look, see, now I have the same thing. That's the beginning that I had, and now I have 6 through 10 more advantages. So you see how you start more simply and then you iterate or ask for something different to expand or drill down into more details or something like that. Let's go back now. I'm going to show you hallucination. This is going to be a hallucination. Oh, that's the wrong page. Okay, so I said act as a human resources officer and ask what is LindaLee Massoud's educational background, and then print out a list of degrees and achievements. So let me go show you what I just did this this first time I ever did it. Here, I already did it, so I'm not retyping it, right? You get to see typos. She makes typos, they're already there. So there is the reprinted, and if you look at the picture, that's not me. So that's the worst part. But actually, its answer is not so bad. And it started off with a beginning. It says, unfortunately, the search results don't provide specific details about her degrees or formal education. However, I do know this. So it went out and found things on the internet that I've allowed to be made public. Yeah, I have a service, a scrubbing service. If you're a professional person, you might want to do that. Anyway, so the position is correct. That achievement's right. This achievement is right. And that's one of my articles. Well, I've done a lot more than that. And so it said, well, here's some beginning information. it's interesting that no matter what you do, you need to fact check AI because it tries very hard to be as polite as possible. At least it gave us a nice looking lady in a professional suit, so that part's good. You probably can't, not sure how to make you see it, because I know my picture's over it. But anyway, so oh, there we go. So there you can see that's it's a professional looking lady. So I'll accept that's not right, but it's nice. Let's continue on the next video and we'll learn something new.